Hello and welcome to the Daily Brief with Spiral Strategies. We've got Bitcoin here on our daily chart. I want to point this out to you all. Can you see this accumulation zone here? Now, the reason why this is a point of interest to us is because during these times, specifically coming into May, June, and July, we do see a retracement. Why this retracement occurs is because people like to sell out of their positions, specifically in risk-on assets. Now, who does this? Your large hedge funds, BlackRock, your boomers who get into ETFs, right? And other larger traditional finance people. Now, every time this happens, we do see a retracement. So that's one thing. The next thing is we are expecting a halvening here at April 20th. So we've got approximately how many days from now? Almost a month, just about 25 days or 24 days. Now, on top of this, we are getting a options close currently. This is why we're seeing a dump here. The options market is actually ending the end of this month, which is on the 31st of March. Now, why am I saying all of this? The reason why I'm saying all of this is the charts are actually trying to paint us a picture. I want you to pay attention to this top here and this top here, right? Now, if we see this Wyckoff's check break, we can expect the market to go lower, right? We can expect it to go lower into the halvening and then fill this fair value gap. The reason why we believe that this is a possibility is because we've seen this happen before with this particular candle on the 5th of March, right? We saw a large push, which means that this is a very strong support level, right? So we can expect it, if this market trends lower, to hit this level here, which is an ideal entry for all of us. The reason being is that it's a 61.8 retracement coming into our golden zones, right? Now, to further suggest why we might be on a downtrend, let's look at the 4-hour. On the 4-hour, we are seeing our bearish bat harmonic play out, right? We haven't broken past this X point. Now, this X point is where a lot of leverage shorts are. So we can see a short squeeze if we break above this D point and into the X point. However, we are seeing a downward trend, as you can see here. Let me just show you. We are seeing a downward trend, right? Now, why this could be a early indicator is because, like I said, we are getting into the halvening, right? We are seeing some Bitcoin and altcoin pairs focusing more on Bitcoin. So what I mean by that is a lot of altcoins are underperforming with comparison to Bitcoin, right? Which suggests that we are in a potential downtrend. Now, does that mean that we are going to go down to $20,000? Absolutely not. The reason why I say this is we are extremely vested now. Large hedge funds are in this now. Now, the worst case scenario for Bitcoin would be to come back down to this accumulation zone here. So between 50 and 52,000. Now, from our current levels, that is about a 26% retracement. Now, that's not out of the realm of possibility. And to be quite honest, we have gone up too far too fast, if you can see here, right? So this accumulation zone is just this red candle here. So we can expect that to happen. If we take go on the 4-hour, and let me show you our VPVR, we can see that there's a big gap here at between 60,000 and 52,000 where no trading has happened. Now the market usually likes to retrace to those levels and explore, right? It wants to see whether it wants to stay there, go lower, or go higher. At the moment, our point of control, right, since basically the start of February to now, has been majority at $68,000. So if this bearish bat setup does play out, expect the first stop being at around 50% coming into the $60,000 level. Now, let us jump into Ethereum. Now, Ethereum, it's kind of, again, same thing. We are in a downtrend. I want you all to pay attention to the relative strength index, the relative strength index here. We told you that usually when we see a big M structure go through the 50 mark, right, we can expect a bearish slide to continue, right? However, what we're seeing now is we're getting a W structure and another W structure. Now, the first W structure suggests that the bear isn't as strong anymore. The second one actually, on a daily, suggests gives us a idea that we can actually possibly buy, right? Now, I would say let us wait and hold steady. The reason being is we're not getting clear indication. If you can see, our moving averages haven't crossed up to the upside. Yes, we've made a double bottom structure. However, if Bitcoin retraces, we can expect that this trend here to be tested. And the reason for that is, you can see, largest zone of accumulation has been at around the 2,000 level. We've got a big gap here at around 3,000. If we draw a Fibonacci from this recent trend, we can see at our golden zones is right here between 2,900 and 2,600. So this suggests to us that if the market is continuing to make M-top structures, so for me, yes, I'm a little bit front running it, but I am seeing this is a large V-top, right? The market will potentially test this top. If it's truly a bear, we should see another top here, and then to confirm, we would have to see it break this point here. Once it breaks this point here, then it's definitely a possibility to come down into our golden zones, and if it's a real bear case, we can see it go down into the point of control, which is at around 2,200 to 2,500. Now, I want to show you guys one more thing, and that is the real world assets that we have been speaking about. We have told our premium subscribers to get into real world assets tokens way prior to BlackRock announcing that they're starting their BUIDL fund. Now, we actually told our premium subscribers to get in on LTO at around 70 cents here during this accumulation phase. Now, the reason why we did this, and we keep reiterating, is LTO positions itself to partnering with the likes of the UN, 2, creating an actual application that allows you to tokenize your assets and trade them. No other person are doing that. Okay. Now that's LTO. Another token is 𝗙𝗢𝗄𝗄. 𝗙𝗢𝗄𝗄, guys, this is the narrative now. The narrative currently is real world assets. That's hard to say. Real world assets, real world assets. Okay, now with Clearpool, we've done the same. We've told our premium subscribers to actually come in and enter uh, Clearpool at around 3 cents, 3.1 cents, right? The reason why we did this is they're actually partnering with the EU, right, and other government bodies that have given the authority to Clearpool and their infrastructure to start tokenizing real world assets, RWAs. Now, if we take a look at the momentum of these names, I mean, they're just absolutely exploding, right? The amount of volume coming into these names. Now, what's the next thing that we think uh, might be the next narrative? Because currently we went from meme coins, which we don't even touch, to real world assets, RWAs. The next thing we suggest is going to be the bigger narrative is in the gaming sector. And I implore you to subscribe to our emailing list. The reason being is we are releasing quite a few names that we suggest are going to outperform in the coming GameFi narrative. I hope that's all been valuable. I'll see you later. Peace.